So today I'm here at Sodick UK's headquarters in Warwick. I'm with Connor Plaskett, and we've got something very special for you today, a spotlight feature for MTD CNC, talking about high-speed machining, high-speed milling, high-accuracy milling, amazing surface finishes, all coming from this UX machine here behind me from Sodick.
The UX predominantly, as you've already said, it's a high-speed milling machine, so we're really going for sort of the highest level work that you can achieve. So, you know, every machine has got its place in the market, and this is really after that top tier sort of work. So any sort of high-end medical moulding applications, you know, very accurate electrode manufacture, as well as you know, some jig grinding applications as well. This is the sort of machine for that job. Let's say lots of tight corners, lots of facets, like, you know, I keep referring back to that part that's sat in front of us, something that would be difficult to polish by hand. So if you're a bench hand and you've got to get in there and you've got to, you know, finally lap out a finish, potentially you could be losing some detail in the end product when you come to moulding. So really, this is where this sort of machining centre takes a lot of that manual process out and gives you a high-end quality product. So I mean, the accuracy of this machine, I said, is sub 3 micron. So yeah, you know, any real high tolerance holes where roundness and straightness is absolutely key, and this is something we can do. You know, if you look at all our EDM machines, all our wire cut machines, they, like you rightly say, they all sit at that high end of the pyramid in terms of machine tools capability, and again, this is where the UX fits into that range as well.
And the speed that you talk about, is that an important factor in the things like the surface finishes?
It is, yeah. So for example, the part that I've referred to anyway, we're talking that's 2 micron step over, but very high feed rate, and we're running the spindle up at 40,000 RPM.
What about things like the measurement of these parts and the tools? All of these things are really critical in amongst your manufacturing process, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
To be able to adjust according to tool life and tool wear. What are you using? Because to measure something like that.
Yeah, correct. So I mean, this machine is very comfortable going down to sort of 0.3, 0.2 and even 0.1 cutting tools, which on sort of most machines out there in the wider manufacturing world would generally struggle with, and that's not just down to the machine itself, but it's down to, you know, your spindle speed, but also tool measurement. So, you know, this particular machine, we use a vision system, so we use actually a camera system. One of the benefits of that is that you can accurately measure the form and the size of the cutter without relying on a beam, for example. So if we took a typical laser measurement system, generally the spot diameter is around 0.6. So when you get sort of 0.3 and below, you really start to struggle to maintain, you know, accuracy in measuring those cutting tools, and we could only be talking maybe 5-6 microns. When you've got a 0.1 cutter and you step over and step down, it's probably only 2 microns at maximum. Could be the difference between running all night long and breaking your cutter on the first time it touches the metal.
Hopefully this will give some visibility to the milling side, because, you know, it really is worthy of it, and I thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.